Eminem reportedly has worst first week sales since the 90s. Is anyone going to be shocked over this? We'll talk about this after, but let's just jump into it. Eminem's new album is pretty bad, and the sales are showing it. According to Hip Hop DX, Eminem's new album titled Revival is expected to move 250,000 to 260,000 units, sales plus streaming, with 180 to 190 coming in pure album sales. Those numbers aren't too shabby, but a huge drop from the numbers the rapper's used to. Eminem's latest album reportedly sold 792,000 in its first week, making this opening his lowest first week sales since Slim Shady LP came out in 1999. I wonder what could have done this. He kicked off his promotion for the album with an anti-Trump rap freestyle that included lines about not dumping an awfully hot coffee pot on President Trump and making fun of people who voted for him using a mock southern accent while in the parking garage surrounded by random people. Does anybody wonder if maybe those two things are related? He comes out, speaks out against Trump, tells people literally not to buy his album if you voted for Trump. And then all of a sudden they get the report on his first week of sales and it's shit. Like, how many people in the entertainment industry or whatnot have to go up against Trump and his fans before they realize it's a dumb move? The NFL still is trying to recover. Even if you want to go to like movies, for example, Hollywood is in shambles. Yeah, sure, obviously the Weinstein stuff and that hasn't helped, but Hollywood was losing its effectiveness on the mainstream voter long before the sex scandals broke. In fact, it was basically when a whole bunch of celebrities came out speaking out against Trump, and all of a sudden movies don't seem to be that popular anymore. Now you got musicians and NFL players coming out speaking out against Trump, and all of a sudden their albums aren't doing too well. Meanwhile, the movies and the actors who don't speak out against Trump are actually having a pretty good run. There might be something in this, people. Let me give you a hint. If you're a celebrity, a movie star, we want you to act, not to tell us your political elite views. Try and get the hint. But anyway, he also released a single titled Untouched, his woke song on the police brutality, where he admits that sometimes he feels embarrassed to be white. Anyway, moving along. The finished product is pretty much cringeworthy, and I totally agree. I haven't read it. I haven't seen the album. I want to have a listen to it later, and I'll probably go through and like do a review on it. But yeah, but at the moment, it's not sounding like something I want in my Christmas stocking. That's for sure. The finished product is pretty much cringeworthy. There's some huge pop hooks that go nowhere, rapping that isn't half as good as it used to be, and beats that aren't bad per se, but just totally unoriginal and uninteresting. Add a few weird dad rock samples and then drop in some safe center left political opinions and you have Revival. Which is ironic because at the end of this album, kind of sounds like it needs a revival, but anyway. It's hard for older artists to rap, I understand, but lots of them pull it off. Didn't Eminem rap about Vanilla Ice trying to rap when he was still in his 40s and being bad at it? Just saying. Run the Jewels aren't as old as Eminem, but they're definitely older than most rappers, and they've made some of the best rap music in recent years, period. Even JC, who hasn't been immune to the looming effects of age, was able to make a pretty good album this year. Hopefully these sales numbers are a loud and clear message to him that people are losing interest and that he's tarnishing his great catalogue with weird and bad albums now. Disagree with that last part. So, what's my view on all this? Okay, so I think the biggest thing that went against Eminem is going out against Trump. Look, Eminem, when he first started, he was very much, like, screw the industry, I'm me, You know, I'm going to do it my way. You know, he was very much a sort of a rogue sort of rapper. He went against the grain. You know, he was not what the elites quote wanted, and you know, and he paid a heavy price for it. He struggled for years to get any sort of recognition, and then even when he did, you know, like they'd try and put him as a white rapper instead of just a rapper, and he was very much sort of mixed into this culture where his race actually went against him. And that's why a lot of people actually liked Eminem. They liked him because at the end of the day, he was anti-establishment. He was anti-globalist. He was, you know, screw the New World Order, screw what you're going to do, screw what you want, I'm going to be me and I'm going to do it my way sort of approach. And then everything was fine until this last album. It's sort of like it's been brought out by the elites. You know, now he's pushing the whole Black Lives Matter sort of stigma, and he's sort of pushing that whole trope, and you know, he's going on about police brutality, and like you look at Eminem's previous songs, like, you know, like he's like Stan, for example, was all about an obsessed fan that basically is terrible to his partner, kills her, and then throws himself off a bridge, right? And now you look at this, for example, he's very much, you know, like, you know, oh, police brutality. Or, you know, for example, you look at White America, you know, and even then, as you could sort of start to see the left wing starting to affect him in his rhymes, in his lyrics. You know, you go through the lyrics of White America, and it is very much a centre-left opinion, which is fine for once every now and then. But you start going making an album on this social justice warrior bullshit, people are going to lose interest. So people are over this. You know, it's no longer cool to be social justice warrior. It's actually more cool to be against that, to be with a rebel. Trump is literally what Eminem was 20 years ago. He is a rebel who has basically flipped the table and said, I'm going to do it my way. Which is why a lot of us were shocked when Eminem came out against Trump. To be honest, I sort of expected him to support Trump. You know, they have a lot in common when it comes to their histories and stuff. So, yeah, like I said, I was shocked when Eminem came out against Trump. And to be honest, I thought, oh, okay, well, that's a shock. But, yeah, but apparently it's... Look, at the end of the day, did he come out against Trump because he was bribed or because it would carry favour? You don't know, but it does make you wonder if that's sort of something that may have affected his decision. I don't know, but I would have had more appreciation for his new album if he had stuck to not to what he's done, but stuck to his morals, because it seems like he's very much been brought out. But guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. What's your thoughts on Eminem's new album? Do you want me to review it, or do you want me to listen to it and check it out, or do you think it's not worth my time? Let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. And apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.